Chapter 8. Vlad the Impaler, the real Dracula. In the dark forests and ancient castles of 15th century Wallachia, modern-day Romania, lived one of the most terrifying rulers in human history, Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, infamously known as Vlad the Impaler. His reign of terror and cruelty would not only leave a scar on European history, but inspire one of the most iconic horror legends of all time, Dracula. The birth of a legend. Vlad was born in 1431 in the fortress of Sighisora, the second son of Vlad II Dracula. The name Dracula came from the Order of the Dragon, a chivalric order dedicated to defending Christianity against the advancing Ottoman Empire. The name Dracula literally means son of the dragon. From an early age, Vlad's life was shaped by war, betrayal, and captivity. At just 11 years old, he and his younger brother Radu were taken hostage by the Ottomans to ensure their father's loyalty. These years in captivity exposed him to the politics of fear and cruelty and may have planted the seeds of the ruthless ruler he would become. Return to power through blood. After his father and older brother were murdered by Wallachian nobles in 1447, Vlad sought revenge. He returned to Wallachia in 1456 with a mission to seize the throne and punish those who had betrayed his family. He succeeded, and once he had power, he unleashed a reign of terror almost unimaginable. Vlad ruled with an iron fist. He waged war not just against the invading Ottomans, but against the corrupt local nobility and even his own people. He believed in absolute loyalty and obedience, and used fear as a political weapon. The forest of the impaled. His preferred method of execution, and the one that earned him eternal infamy, was impalement. Vlad would drive long, sharpened stakes through the bodies of his enemies, leaving them to die slowly in public view. Sometimes these victims numbered in the tens of thousands. On one occasion, it is said that over 20,000 corpses lined the road to his capital, a grotesque warning to would-be invaders. Ottoman troops reportedly turned back in horror when they encountered the forest of the impaled, an entire battlefield littered with impaled bodies, swaying in the wind like a ghastly forest. Ruthless justice. But Vlad's brutality wasn't reserved for foreign enemies. He cracked down on corruption, theft, and disloyalty with lethal force. Even petty criminals were executed in sadistic ways to maintain order. In one legend, a golden cup was said to sit in a public square without ever being stolen because no one dared challenge Vlad's justice. Hero or monster? To his people, Vlad was a paradox. Some considered him a folk hero who defended Wallachia from Ottoman domination and enforced law in a chaotic world. Others saw him as a psychotic despot, consumed by vengeance and bloodlust. His legacy is still debated in Romania today, where some remember him as a national hero who protected Christian Europe from Islamic conquest. His ferocity may have delayed Ottoman advances into Europe by decades. The birth of Dracula. Centuries after his death, Vlad's terrifying legacy took on a supernatural form when Bram Stoker, an Irish author, used his name and reputation to create the character of Count Dracula in his 1897 Gothic novel. While Stoker likely didn't know the full historical Vlad, he borrowed the name Dracula and infused the fictional Count with the dark charisma, nobility, and cruelty of the real-life impaler. Death and mystery. Vlad died in 1476 or 1477, reportedly in battle against the Ottomans. His exact burial site is unknown, and legends claim his body was never found, adding yet another layer of mystery to the myth. Some say he was buried at the Snagov Monastery, but when archaeologists opened his supposed tomb in the 1930s, they found only animal bones. Legacy of fear. More than 5 centuries after his death, Vlad the Impaler remains a symbol of horror, power, and contradiction. His life blurs the line between myth and reality, between ruler and monster. Was he a patriot or a sadist? A hero or a villain? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. But one thing is certain, his story still haunts the world.